The filter-free diary. Uh,
Good morning. Oh, afternoon. It's 12:12 and yeah, that's a cool picture. To me it looks like a 17 cuz it's white and purple, but anyways. um Today I'm supposed to talk about actions and how you can really understand what a person is thinking just based on their actions. You're going to tell them the secret of how you do it. The secret of how I do it is the secret of how spirit does it and what it just constantly blah, 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 telling me all the things. Tell the secret of how I do it. I mean, I could do it now, but only because it taught me. Okay. So I'm going to use Trump as an example. And if we have time, I will definitely use myself as an example toward the end, but we'll see. Yeah, nervous about that one. Just a little bit. So Trump's whole thing about putting all these taxes on the things we buy is, he says it's like because he wants to encourage industry to come back to the US. So he wants us to have all the, you know, base materials, right? Like we're the ones making steel, we're the ones, I don't know, but he wants to bring industry back to the US, is what he says, right? And the best way he can think of to do that is to put taxes on products so that if, Americans still want to function, they will be forced to open up, base factories here and spend even more money and money, right? That's his argument. And those are words. And that's an equation. And there's more to that equation than like he's saying, right? Because there are other ways to like it, entice business to like entice industry to come here, right? Like you could just be like, grants, $10,000 for whatever, companies open up their industry here. I mean, that is a much more people friendly approach to solving that problem, right? And so there's a lot more in that equation than he will admit because all of us are minds, so we all have like a story that we're working from, and the story he's working from is capital, getting money and getting money and getting money, and he's got this farm, this money making farm, and it's called the American people. And he's just gonna try and take advantage of it as long as he can for until, who knows, I don't know. But that's how you can like look at someone's actions and hear their words and say, yes, you're doing this and this is your reason, but your method of accomplishing it speaks more to your character than possibly you realize. Like maybe you don't realize you're as transparent as you really are. And fuck, we do have time for the other example. So this is a weird one. This happened within like the first month of me moving to that place that had the black mold in the bedroom. Yes, it did fuck with me, and I did believe some really crazy far out things. Oh yeah. and one of them was the idea that I was getting flayed while I was alive. Like just having all the muscle groups. Be scientific, remove yourself. Just like removed from my body with a laser scalpel. Yeah, I actually thought that was happening. Yes, I did. And I couldn't see it and I couldn't feel it. But what I could feel was very, very cold, as though all I was bones. And Spirit's telling me it's doing this to me, and I'm just like in this weird ass, like probably toxic state from the black mold. Probably. And it's using that opportunity, not for nothing, to kind of foreshadow all this shit. Where I fillet myself before you and give you all my life details and shit that I would never actually do, but I agreed to do it. And I know. But the fact that that was completely painless. Like, I didn't feel the scalpel. The way Spirit decided to go about this and tell me this was not in a painful way. Like, I wasn't in a dream and they weren't dissecting me alive, because that could have been a thing. That could have been a thing. God, I'm glad my dreams are never creepy like that. They're always just, I can't win. Or I can win. And I win and I win and I kick ass. Yes, those two. But anyways. The method at which we go through the process of trying to exert our will or convey information or whatever it is speaks to our character. And you can get bad news in a not terrible way and still not hate the messenger, you dicks. And you can get good news in a terrible way and still not hate the messenger. And then Trump is delivering some corporate America to the entire fucking world. And you could just be like, yep, I know. I used to live there. Have a good afternoon.